My sister, Yvette Smith, texted me a photo of some guy she wanted me to meet. I barely gave it a glance before closing the message that I texted her back. Sure. Set it up, but give me 3 days to sort things out here. I needed 3 days to say my goodbyes to that whole mess. My engagement party was hijacked and turned into a welcome party for Sophia Green. Sticking around was like being the punchline of a cruel joke. That I tossed the ripped-up dress in the trash and got ready to head home. However, of course, Sophia just could not resist twisting the knife. Joanna, I'm so sorry about your engagement getting sidetracked. Simon just had to throw me a welcome party today, and I couldn't say no. Don't be mad, okay? She strutted up to me, chin high, her smirk wide, making sure I did not miss the love bite on her neck. She was showing it off, waiting for me to lose it like I used to. Too bad for her. I was over it. Yeah, I don't mind, I replied, not giving her the satisfaction. Her smug look faltered, her rehearsed taunt stuck in her throat. I grabbed my bag and headed straight home. The moment I walked through the door, my face went pale with pain. My body was still erect. A week ago, Simon Drake had ignored my protests and moved Sophia into our place. I threatened to leave, but it did not stop him. That was when I knew I would never mean as much to him as she did. The day after she moved in, I had an abortion. I was searching for painkillers when Simon burst in. He tossed his coat at me like he used to, expecting me to catch it and hang it up. However, I just sat there. He snapped, I'm back. For the first time, I did not move an inch. His temper flared. I get that you're not thrilled about the last-minute switch-up for today's party, but did you have to make it so obvious? You bailed before the party even wrapped up. How do you think that makes Sophia look? However, it was him who flipped the script on our engagement party. Why could not he see how mortifying it was for me? Simon noticed I was not saying anything and reached out to grab my arm. He only realized something was off when he saw me. Pale-faced and clutching my stomach. He paused, concerned. What's going on? Just a stomachache, I mumbled. He frowned for a second, then set down the bag he was carrying on the table. If you're not feeling well, that's a different story. Here's some food I picked up just for you. Think of it as an apology for the party chaos. Heat it up and have a bite. I eyed the bag on the table and knew that was his way of trying to smooth things over. After every argument in the past, he would show up with my favorite treats. It had become our thing. I grabbed the bag and headed to the kitchen. After the day I had, I was starving. However, when I opened it, I found nothing but party leftovers, even mixed with streamers from the party. Straight into the trash it went. Back in the living room, he was lost in a video on his phone, laughing away. The video he watched was from the party, where he and Sophia were hugging and cheering. The couch was taken, so I grabbed my phone and retreated to the bedroom. Suddenly, Yvette called. Joanna, I've got everything set up for you. You finally saw the light. I told you Simon was bad news. How could he ever be committed to you after what he went through with that girl? He nearly died from a broken heart, remember? She had a point. Sophia was his first love. The one he almost married after 3 years together. Me? I was just the girl who ended up with the Drakes after my parents' tragic accident. Always depending on the kindness of others. If Sophia had not vanished and gone abroad without a trace, I never would have ended up as Simon's girlfriend. Yeah, that's why I'm breaking up with him, I said, trying to sound casual. Yvette was worried. Joanna, you're too kind-hearted. You're dealing with health issues and losing a baby because of that jerk. It's okay, sis, it's all behind me now. I quickly changed the subject. About the miscarriage. The guy's family doesn't really mind. That was when Yvette brightened up. Don't worry. They don't care one bit. Let me tell you, she rambled on, filling me in on how amazing the guy I was being set up with was. He seems pretty great. I'm actually getting excited about this wedding. I had barely finished my sentence when Simon's voice came from behind me. Wedding? What wedding?